Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is Joanne Richards Goff from the KW Magazine, and we are so happy to be here on the crucial conversation that we're going to be having today. Yes, crucial conversations. Every Saturday we are here at 1 o'clock, more or less. And we talk with persons who have either written articles for the KW magazine or been interviewed for the KW magazine or advertised in the KW magazine. Now you may be wondering, what on earth is the KW magazine? Well, KW stands for Come, Make We Worship. And the KW magazine, Crucial Connections in Faith and Culture, is all about having conversations about worship and cultural identity, primarily among persons of African descent, both on the African continent and in the diaspora. We want to have these conversations so that we can get to know ourselves better, so that we can get to know each other better, and ultimately so that we can develop deeper, more authentic relationships with our Creator, Yahweh. So in the room, apart from our very special guests, who I'll be introducing in a moment, we also have Denise, who has co-hosted with us a few times. Yay! And we also have Dana, who is going to be interfacing with our Facebook crowd. So, you who are our Facebook people, our tribe on Facebook watching, here's what we need you to do. First of all, we need for you to tell us where you're joining us from. Just say where in the world you're joining us from, and then we'd love for you to share this video with your friends, just as we are going to be doing as soon as I start playing our theme song, Come Make We Worship Him. So let's get the theme song going. Yeah.
Come make we dance and sing. Give thanks and praise to the King of Kings. Come make we worship him. Come make we worship him. Come make we dance and sing. Give thanks and praise to the King of Kings. Come make we worship him. Come make we worship him. Come make we dance and sing. Give thanks and praise to the King of Kings. Come make we worship him. Come make we worship him. Come make we dance and sing. Give thanks and praise to the King of Kings. Come make we worship him. Come make we worship him. Come make we dance and sing. Give thanks and praise to the King of Kings. Come make we worship him. Come make we worship him. Come make we dance and sing. Give thanks and praise to the King of Kings. Come make we worship him. Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nissi, worship him. Jehovah Shalom, we worship him. Jehovah we worship him. Worship Yahweh, we worship him.
Come. All right. Yes. We are here with the lovely Karen Morrison, aka K Vibes, Brick Rose, Yes, and we are
Mhm.
going to be getting some more information from her. She's a singer-songwriter and she's a poet and she does other things. I know she is a craft specialist and all these wonderful things, but maybe she will do better at telling us all that she is and all that she does. Welcome, welcome, Karen. It is so good to have you on Crucial Conversations.
Yes, thank you for having me, Joan. It's a pleasure, pleasure, pleasure to be here. Greetings, everyone.
Yes. So now,
Mhm.
the first thing I want to tell you about Karen is that we met her on Facebook. Wow, yay, Facebook. You can meet some wonderful people right
Good
here.
social connection.
Don't it? We can make some crucial connections. And
Mhm.
as a result, Karen ended up serving with us on the performing arts team of
Mhm.
Crew 44. Now, I never mentioned Crew 44 before, but I'll tell you now, Crew 44 is the organization that uh, hosts the KW magazine, put it that way. And so CREW is an acronym for Culturally Relevant Expressions of Worship. Anyway, one of the things, the lines that I love out of one of Karen's songs, and I don't even remember is which song, is the
Mhm.
line that say, "Born a lyrics factory and work a lyrics store." And I
Open
can
lyric shop, kick down lyrics door.
come again. No, say it again.
Born a lyrics factory, work a lyrics store, me open lyrics shop, and me kick down lyrics door.
When we are telling the people, I am telling you, this is the person we are talking to today. So, but Karen, tell me first of all, and I
Mhm.
hope you don't mind me calling you Karen because I know is Brick Rose and his K vibes.
Yeah,
I'm soon ask if you explain all of that. But
all of that.
yeah. But first of all, tell me,
Mhm.
where exactly were you born? In the KW, the first issue of the KW magazine, we had you on for the 11 questions with KW. And
Mhm.
um, it says here that you were born and raised in Brooklyn, New York,
Yes.
but
Yes.
Caribbean to Jamaican parents. So tell me, how that
Mhm.
go? What part of Jamaica your parents from? And
Whew.
yeah,
Okay. So my mother is from Manchester
yes,
and my father is from Montego Bay.
yes.
And in I guess they still do it now. You know, they sponsor people. So when my mother got her sponsorship, I was already in her belly, you know. So
Oh,
I'm really a Jamaican.
conceived in Jamaica.
Jamaica. Yes, and all my brothers and sisters are Kingstonians.
Okay.
And so that's how it happened. So yeah, I went to school and I started school. I spoke like a Kingstonian. I really did.
Seriously.
Because by that time, my brothers and sisters came up to America.
Okay. So where do you tell me again, where do you fall in the whole line of things in terms of your brothers and sisters?
I am the second to last girl. Three boys, three girls, like the Brady Bunch. And then
Okay.
we were girl, boy, and I am the last girl.
Ah, so
Uh,
then the others who came up, yes, they were your teachers. So you were surrounded pretty much by
yes.
Jamaican language and culture
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything.
Music, everything.
Wow.
Mhm.
So tell me, how, what was it like growing up in Brooklyn as a growing up as a Jamaican in Brooklyn? What was that like?
Well, it was nice. I have a lot of fond memories of it. You know, growing up in Brooklyn, especially the neighborhood I grew up in. I grew up in three neighborhoods. I was actually born in the what do you call it? East New York, East
Yeah.
New York, Brooklyn. And then we went to Crown Heights, and so my most of my life I spent between Crown Heights and Flatbush.
Okay.
their neighboring communities. So I really grew up in Crown. I didn't really spend much time in East New York. I spent a good portion of my life in Crown Heights and Flatbush.
Okay. Flatbush I've heard of. The other
Yeah,
places I haven't, but hey,
right next door.
right next door.
Yeah,
Okay. So, ah,
like Waterhouse and Jerusalem.
gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. Boy, it sounds like you know Jamaica more than how we know it. But anyways, so
There.
yeah. So, but what I mean is, is it that you didn't have to adjust to United States life, American life, because you were surrounded by so much
Right,
Jamaicanness?
right. Because I mean, even the children. You notice when you take children from Jamaica who are like speak that raw Jamaican, and once they start going to school, the children, the accent goes away,
Yeah.
quickly. They adapt quickly. But I was born there, so I just fit right in. So I had this two life thing going on, and I was more so American because
Yes.
of going to school with children, and my brothers and sisters, they were like, most of them are older than me, 5 to 15 years older.
Wow.
So yeah, I mostly stuck to my school friends, and yeah,
Yeah.
hmm
Okay. So the singing thing now.
hmm
When did you start singing? At what age? How old were you?
um Actually, when I think about it, I started singing in school. We had little choirs. I never really counted that before, but now as I realize it, yeah, we started choir. And we had our teachers. We had some famous teachers.
Yeah.
One was a lady from Yugoslavia named Miss Yancy, and there's a famous violinist named Noel Pointer. His mother was also my music teacher. We
Yeah.
didn't know how to appreciate those things then, but yeah, they taught us chorus. They taught us
Oh.
chorus. I also used to, my cousin taught me piano, so I had a little background
Mm.
in piano. And
Okay.
that's where I would say I really started singing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't think
Okay.
much of it, but I started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how old were you at that time? You say you were in school, but what stage of school? I mean, I'm trying to get a picture
I
of
was
this
junior high
Karen
school.
growing up. Junior high. So you're
Oh, yeah,
talking about
13, something
13?
like that. Yeah, about there.
Ah. So
Yeah.
was it a family thing though? I mean, was there anybody else in your family singing?
Um, no, my mom, she used to just sing her hymns around the house. She had her little style.
Okay.
Yeah, they're full of style.
Is she full of style?
She full.
Okay. And so is she still alive, your mom?
No, she transitioned in 2014. Yes.
Ah, wow.
Right.
Okay, that's a significant year, I think.
Yes.
Anyway, yes.
Mhm.
So then you were 14 when you started. Your mother used to sing around the house, but you know. So then
Mhm.
exploring your history online. And one of the things that I used in advertising this program, I was saying that you started off in Studio One with Cox and Dodd. So explain to me
Oh, I got
how
there.
you reach from Brooklyn, Flatbush and them place there to
Okay.
Cox and
Story.
Dodd Studio One. Explain.
Okay. So, well, my brother was he's a sound man since the 70s, and then he got into producing, and
Oh.
then he had a store, and on one level of the store was my one of my brothers had a store below, and then he put the studio was above. And I started working for my brother downstairs, and then I started seeing people going upstairs, and I was like, I got curious, and that's how I got into through my brother, I got into music that way. Yeah.
Ah, so it was you finish school and yeah.
I had
Okay.
just finished school. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Pretty
now
much.
we went online and we saw, I mean, there's this one song. I wonder if I can find it here.
Uh-huh.
No, I think I did take it down. but I was planning to share a piece of it. And
Okay.
maybe you remember it. It is that one song that you top the charts with.
Okay.
The reggae music I am when enough
Right.
name call. Yes.
Yeah. About 50 names.
Give us a little piece of that one.
Okay.
You remember it?
You are in the poem style or reggae style?
Whichever one you are comfortable in.
I'll just give you a point like I do it in poetry. I am the one in studio one, the down in the beat. The treasure in the isle, I am the duke in the reed. The ranks in a Shabba, the ranks in a Joe. I'm the ranks in a Junior Peter in a Metro. Sister in a Carol, Thunder in a Shelly. Snoop in a the dog, even the R in a the Kelly. The Bob in a Marley to the Ninja in a the man. Brigadier in a Jerry, Sister Nancy Bam Bam. I am reggae music.
I am reggae music, and that
Yeah.
one took you to the top of which chart again?
There's a chart I went on. I don't remember the name. Oh my goodness, but it was in New York and in Florida. It went on the chart number one two times, and that's a King Jammy's production on
Jammys.
yeah, an original King Jammy's rhythm. Yes,
Wow.
who was
Wow,
one of our
wow.
producers.
Mm,
Yes,
mm. So you performed in many different places and with
yes.
on stage with who are some of the people that you performed with or shared stage with?
Okay. Well, most of the time I perform as a solo artist, but I've shared stages with just about all of my icons. The only icon I haven't shared the stage with was Dennis Brown. He passed away just as I started getting into my groove. But
Um,
everyone I opened for Sanchez, I've opened for Maxi Priest, I've opened for Shabba,
wow.
Leroy Smart, yeah, on and on, doing different events and stuff, yeah.
You were
And
really
at
out
times,
there.
on the same stage with the man, they might juggle upon the rhythm. That is like so much fun to me.
Explain that. Explain that.
Well, mic juggling, it's I don't know if Jamaicans are the ones that invented it, but it's the two. You have a two turntable thing and you have the one turntable. And what we do, we play the version side. So you have the vinyl, the LP with the rhythm, and they would flip it over. That's how it started with vinyl. And you flip it over and you play the version that has no lyrics in it. And you start to just freestyle, and
Wow.
one person doesn't get the whole rhythm most of the time. So
Yeah.
you're freestyling and somebody just cuts in and you're just juggling back and forth with whatever cover songs, songs on the spot, songs you already wrote, whatever it is, and it's just
And
freedom.
it's freedom on the mic, and that is
Freedom.
where you developed your
It's good practice.
skills, I
Yeah.
imagine, so
Yes.
that now you can say born a lyrics factory and work a lyrics store, and geez, I forget the third line.
Open lyrics shop and kick down lyrics door.
Work a lyric shop and
Hmm.
kick down lyrics door. All right.
Yes.
So where else outside of the US did you perform? What
Okay,
country?
outside the US, the only place I've been so far to France and Belgium,
Hmm.
which was wonderful for me because, as to my understanding, that's where my fans are.
Oh,
And I used to always say, I want to go, I want to go. And then one day I say, no, I got to stop saying I want to go, I'm going. And I started saying I'm going. And then I was there, you know, doing the thing, praise
yeah.
God. So I
That's
lived, that's one of the things on my list that I've done. Yeah.
okay. And then is it that so Rosie in the room was saying that okay, she liked the rhythm. That is the I am reggae music I am.
Yeah.
And Marcel Goff is saying, hi Karen, my friend.
Hi, Marcel.
She said, hi Marcel. And Joni Joe, I don't know if Joni Joe is saying that she's watching from Long Island, New York. Maybe that's
Oh, big
what it
up Long Island. Yeah, man. Neighbor.
is. Is your neighbor? All
Long
right.
Island
Long
neighbor,
Island
yeah.
was your, okay.
Mhm.
Yes. Welcome, Joni Joe. And
Yes.
so what was your inspiration back then during those years when you were touring,
Hmm.
when you were juggling on the mic and all of that. What was your inspiration?
Well, first when I first started, I really wanted to be a DJ because I was inspired so much by who was then called Lieutenant Stitchie, who's now just called Stitchie. And I was just amazed at how he just gave you this story in 3 minutes, and people like Beres Hammond, they kind of just amazed me. I was like, how do you just bring this thing on normal, this whole story to you like that? And then only have like 3 minutes and change for take your mind in all kind of places. And then for vocals, it was Sanchez and like Dennis Brown and a few other people.
Okay.
But mainly it were those two storytellers, and I think two more, one called Shinehead and I forget the other guy named Slick Rick. Those were the rappers. Those
That's so interesting.
Yes.
That
the American the reggae.
you have called male names. By the way, I think Stitchie, Lieutenant Stitchie now goes by King Stitchie, I think.
Oh, King Stitchie. All right. Yes.
That's it now.
Well deserved.
Yes. Yes. So, how did you meet Jesus Christ in all of this?
Wow. Okay. So, my mother was a devout Christian, devout Christian woman, raised her children that way. Then you go out into the world and for yourself, and sometimes we go astray. Went astray. I went out into the world and into the world of dancehall music and so forth. I was on the scene. I found that totally amazing. But even when I was there was always something I never felt like I belonged. I always felt like I'm on the outside looking in, kind of like I didn't belong there. At certain times, certain songs would come and I was like, I couldn't even dance, But I was on stage here in Jamaica. I mean, there were several attempts I made to get closer to the Lord, and there were always distractions in my life. A lot of time it was music, a lot of time it was other things. So there were a lot of distractions. And there are times you're going down this road and you don't even know when you come off of the road and you end up on a next lane or up on the sidewalk.
Wow,
yeah. So that's why I tell people about distractions. You're doing your thing, and then somebody's, oh, come on, it's just a birthday party, and then next thing, let one birthday party turn into holy dance. But anyway, everything have its purpose and time. So in 2000 and I believe it was 14 or 16, there was at some point I was on a stage, and I was on stage. This was a show where a lot of the icons were, and I used to like to get that good response, and I say, okay, well, if this person says I'm good, then I'm good. I'm heading that way. I mean, I've been doing this for years, but you're always looking for the approval of your seniors,
Yeah.
And so there was one person I remember that was on the stage was Ninja Man. I'd never really been on a stage with Ninja Man, and I was singing, and Ninja Man give me a gunshot with him finger, not no real gun.
Yes, understood.
So I said, oh, Ninja. Anyway, and then I had done one more show. I think it was 2016. And while I was on stage, I was just like, what are you doing? What are you really doing? How are you going to answer for all of this that you're doing? Because I actually, when I went to studio, when I actually wrote gospel music, I was actually singing gospel in there. I was putting my gospel lyrics to the rhythm.
Yes.
But I didn't want to live contrary, I didn't want to do that. And so I kind of, those were never released, by the way, but I did them. And I went on to sing many, many more songs, and I didn't want to mix up the stuff. I didn't want to mix up the life. So, you kind of putting things to the side.
Yeah.
And then eventually there are certain events in my life that brought me to a point to say, this may be, this is it. This is it. And this is where your freedom is really going to come, because you really want to do this thing, but it's like you mixing it up. So get rid of the mix up.
Get rid of the mix up.
Get rid of the mix up. Get rid of the mix up. And just give God your all. I wanted to give God myself, but I knew that when you give God of yourself, you have to give him a total surrender. You know,
Yeah.
I knew that, and that was my struggle to give that total surrender. I
Mm.
wanted to do it, but I didn't really know how to do it. And thank God for good friends, good praying friends, good guidance, good pastors, good deacons, you know, and a praying mother,
Yes.
because my mother had always been praying for all her children, you know,
Yes.
and I still, yeah. So that's pretty much was my journey, you know.
All
To
right.
where,
Wow, awesome. So that by the time we met you, you were now looking for outlets for ministry. Yes?
exactly, yes.
You
I was
had
looking for,
you had just come, you hadn't got your Jamaican citizenship yet, had you? Tell us a little
I
about that. I mean,
was just about to get it, you know.
everybody, people in Jamaica trying to get to the US. Well, maybe not now, I don't know. But then people, here comes K Vibes, the Brick Rose coming to Jamaica when Jamaicans trying to get to the US. Why?
Well, I had always planned to live in Jamaica. I had always planned to live in Jamaica. And I remember, well, I'd been coming here for many years. I'd always been coming here. You know, I have family living here. And then there was a movie called The Mighty Quinn with Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
And I watched that movie. And I remember I said to myself, listen, wait. You know, I hadn't been to Jamaica yet. Like since childhood, I hadn't been there. So I hadn't really seen Jamaica. So when I saw this movie, The Mighty Queen, which is in the 90s, I believe, I was like, wait a minute, this is the place where my parents come from, for what my people come from. And so I said, why? That's why I love Portland, because they surely picked the right parish to display Jamaica.
Look here, you know that you just touched my husband's heartstrings right there. And
Yeah, man, Portland is beautiful. And so that was the inspiration to come in. And so when I started coming, I've never stopped coming. I kept coming every year, and I would stay a week, 2 weeks, a month. Till then, me just there.
You're
And
here.
then
You are
my
here.
husband, you know, I have my husband Ruben, and
big up Ruben.
big up Ruben. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, he's a huge part of this story as to why you are in Jamaica.
My citizenship when I married my husband.
Yes.
Right. So I could have gotten it through my mom, because you know, I think you can get it from your mom or your grandmother.
Yes.
You know, those things. You just have to find them each paper and then sitting there.
Yes.
That little long skinny piece thing where you sit there on one long skinny piece of paper.
And then yes, you have to apply for the new one on the big paper.
Yes,
and
all of you will still have the skinny paper. Update your things.
Get it updated, guys. So, by the way, Joni Jo says she's listening, I think, from Florida, and she said she is an excellent artist. Enjoyed her in New York many times. So you see, at least one of your fans is watching now, and hopefully others will see you even on the replay. Yep. Long Island, she says she's watching from Long Island. Okay.
Thank you.
And then now, I am going to take a pause and play that song that you released in 2017, I believe. Or is it 2018? 2017?
17, I think.
The one that we did the write-up on in the KW magazine. So let's find that one. We want to share the screen properly. Let me go and find the song first and make sure we play the right song. All right. So just to let people know as I'm setting this up, that the KW magazine, you may read it online at isu.com. And Dana is going to put up that link there for us. And if you want to read the PDF version, not to be interrupted by the other ads that are there, and to be able to download it and read it at your leisure, and to also support the work so that we can continue to have these crucial conversations, then there is another link there on Spur Open that Dana is going to share with you so that you can download the KW magazine. And this one that Karen is on is in, I'm still looking for the, yes, this one that Karen is is in issue number 1, right? So make sure you get that. All right, let's see if I can share the right link. All right, so I am somehow not seeing it, but I'm going to start playing it. And
oh,
Listen, when I was a little girl, they used to chat back. Them send me to school to learn golden rule. But patois when me love, I speak it with my friends when we a laugh and joke and me know always. Me can't take them speak this book here. Me want relax and chat me patois. So up your ears and listen me good. Cause when you overstand means you understood. You say all is well, we say I will. You say Jamaican, we say Yardy. You say over there, we say over there. So you say don't blues, we say tan right there. So you say here am I, we
okay.
say you say come here Jamaican, come here. I'll be right there. We say soon come, but if you follow me Jamaican.
Okay, not quite sure why I couldn't get the screen up, but nevertheless, we are here, and that song, Chat Me Patois, Low Me, Make Me Chat Me Patois. Why did you put out that song?
okay. So it was a poem I had put aside one day, wrote it, put it down, and sometimes I just get inspired to write these things.
Yes.
Cause you know, my mother wasn't. She never really liked us to talk patois. You know, she wanted us to speak proper, speak proper English in the home, and especially because of what happened with my brothers coming from Kingston, and then me going to school, and then she was really strict about that. Why are you speaking that way? You know, even as an adult, when I was around her as an adult, she would do the when did you learn to speak so bad? Yeah, but then if you know you do something she don't like, you hear me say, you hear me say, you know. But, no, I just love it. I love the language. I love my culture. I love all things Jamaican. Wow. And so that and then the music comes from the Oneness band out of Germany. We had done some work before with a lady named Kathy from France on a song called Pull Up.
Yes.
Pull Up.
Pull up.
So that.
So nothing pull up.
Yeah, bad band out of France. No one say bad sauce, them sauce.
Okay.
They come from Germany, and that was where the music came from, and we did that project together called Chat Me Patois.
Okay.
I have a quick question.
Yes. Hi. Go for it, Denise.
So Karen, when you released this song, what did it do for you? And what was some of the feedback that you got from persons when they listened to this song?
Well, I found it just like, just freedom to be able to say that, to let my friends know how I felt about them, to let Jamaicans know how I felt about the language, to share my language for those who didn't know, because it has its comical side to it, but it's an everyday real thing for us, but most of all, the joy of the language. And then I got good feedback, some friends were telling me like, there are many songs that I do them, people say, no, this song I the one. And then I do the next one and say, no, this song is the so,
no, man.
their favorites. But yeah, just to share the joy of the language was my joy, you know.
I
Wow.
asked because I'm remembering that, Joanne, at the beginning of each program, we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about you being so authentic before
Mm-hmm.
God. It's all of who you are. So whether
Yes.
you speak standard English or patois, nobody
Right.
should judge you or stop you
Yes.
from going down into that expression that
That's right.
defines who you
Mm-hmm.
are. So
Yes.
I was listening. It's the first time hearing the song.
What?
Thanks for that. Yes. And I was enjoying
Man.
it, and I was saying, God,
No,
let me
remember,
some more.
yeah, man. Slow man. No.
Look here. Remember, Crew 44 Performing Arts team was practicing it, but
Yes.
circumstances altered cases, and we weren't able to do it. But maybe one of
Yeah.
these days.
One of
By
these
the
things.
way, we have Barbie Shivanai from London watching. Welcome, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
And then Olive Patrice Ellis is listening from Canada. And
Wow.
Errol Bean, the original Mr. Bean,
Oh,
who was
Mr.
with us
Bean. Yeah.
last week. Yes,
Very interesting.
man.
Yeah.
Don't
Mhm.
it? Yes, he is
Mhm.
saying greetings all and blessings
Great.
everyone. But yes, this language thing, and I mean,
Mhm.
very, very interesting that you didn't even grow up in
Mhm.
Jamaica, and
Right.
here you are, celebrating the language. I just loved the
Yeah.
way you said this, but we said that, and you said this. Give us
Mhm.
a little piece of that. Give us a little
Uh,
piece of that part. Can you?
how I want for a long time. I'm not singing, Long time I never sing that song. It's already
Right.
in my head. What am I say? It's not in my head. It's
It's
not in
not
my
in your
head.
head. It's all
It's
right.
not.
It's all right. But
No.
that was just a fascinating thing for me to say. You
Yes.
say, come here.
You
We
say
say,
come here, Jamaican, come here.
mm-hmm,
Yeah. You say come
mm-hmm.
here. You say come here. Even in the music, you say encore, but we say pull up. You
Yes,
know, so different things, and he was like, oh,
yes.
okay, so so it kind of, for those who are not really used to it, and for those who know it already, it's just fun to hear it again.
And right. So it was teaching. It was a teaching
Yeah, but
song.
I've been doing so much writing
Yes,
that it's like I have to actually go back and listen to my songs now,
yes.
because I've like pushed some stuff out of my head because I put so much more. I wrote a play. I wrote I have a half of a book, and I just finished 30 poems. I want to put them together, and so I have a lot of
Oh,
stuff going on up here. Trust me. And
wait.
then I have to make my time for the Lord as well. So this quarantine time has been good for me. Yeah, praise
Well,
the Lord.
here is what I think though. I
Mm,
think that all of this creating that you are
yeah.
doing is
Yes.
actually time with the Lord. It's
Yeah.
God downloading things into
Oh, yeah.
your head and
Yes.
you not holding it on for yourself, but pushing it out there. We cannot wait because it's whole heap of things you just mentioned. And
That's right.
go back to your repertoire of all the other things you've done, girl. So,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
this is God expressing Himself
Hmm.
through you. It is time with the
Yeah.
Lord. It is. Um, so no, the other song. I really hope that we.
Mhm.
No, I must ask you. Did anybody after you put that song out? Did anybody confront you on it and say, we don't think you should have done this? We're trying to lift Jamaica so that we are speaking the Queen's English and you are pulling us down with this song.
It is so funny that you should ask that question.
Really?
It is
Tell me.
funny.
I listen.
I will have the person remain nameless.
Yeah,
But yeah, I was so disappointed in especially who the person was,
yeah.
because it's a person that supports my music. And they've played songs for me that didn't have as much meaning as this song does. The person is a Jamaican,
Okay.
and they sent me an email and said that it is not really relevant right now. And when I write something more relevant, then when I produce something more relevant, then we can send that to them. And I said, okay. And so that was it. I wasn't insulted. I was disappointed, you know.
Wow.
So I left
Wow.
that there because I mean, there was a time when maybe that would have hurt my heart, but I've come so far from there. So far from.
I am happy
Yes.
because we need more stuff like this. We really
Oh.
do. I mean, to celebrate our people at the very deepest level. We do.
Mhm,
No, me really, please God, I really want this song to be played. It
Yes.
need to come
Yeah.
across. So let us see now. I think we're going to have it. All right. Yes. And
Yeah, Keisha babes, what go on? You know, you look good still. Never new remedy face still, you know. Yeah, and cream. Yeah, it's gonna make you look better.
Him say if me the morning woulda chat to me and carry me go carry if you watch a movie. Me too dark and if it turn down. Say me too black and if it get brown. Say Christmas soon come, you kiss and hurry. You don't need no money, use cake, soap and curry. Stay out of the sun is not your friend. And when you catch a color, circle me again, Lord. What is this on me? The illusion is the way them get from TV. Bleaching is a bright, bright sin. Man, I sell and buy color like common tin, Lord. What is this upon me? In the land of Marcos, Messiah Garvey. My God bleach souls, God don't bleach skin. Give thanks and praise for the one that you are in. You're a star as He made you. So rise up, rise up, rise up. Yes, you are a star as He made you. So rise up, rise up, rise up. I thank God for who I am and what He's done. Created in His image, I was kissed by the sun. Many shades of me, many shades have come. Black and proud and me not torn down. I won't use my mouth to promote them brand. Me not call no name cause them not force no hand. Me not promote them products with me skin or with me song. Me do it for the right, me not do it for the wrong. I'm a star as He made me. Ooh, I rise up, I rise up, I rise up. Yes, I am a star as He made me. Ooh, I rise up, I rise up, rise up. Ooh, cocoa brown, black till you blue. Ethiopian honey, that's a color too. Brown sugar, burden, brass and bronze. Beautiful spectrum of Africans. You are a star as He made you. So rise up, rise up, chat to me and carry me go carry fi watch a movie. Him say me too dark, me need fi tone down. Him say me too black, me need fi get brown.
Yes, I love it. Let me tell you something, man. Wow, you know that we have issues among and I hear requests to turn up the volume. I hope everybody is hearing properly because I don't have any access to turn up the volume anymore. So put in your earphones and let's see how that works. Pull up. Yes. You know how we have an issue with self-hatred. And Denise, the verse in scripture that comes to me is from Psalm 139 that says, "You are fearfully and wonderfully made." Right?
Praise the Lord.
So, me no know how so many people having this issue, and particularly, and you know, went and is why you keep on finding these issues that are like when you touch them.
Well, it's the story, you know.
Problem.
I don't know. Sometimes it just comes to me because that was a story written all by itself, and I just started with a line, just thinking, you know, because I see the stuff around Kingston and in Jamaica and New York all over, and I hear conversations sometimes, and that's why it's good to listen to on the bus wherever, and the conversation. I just thought, picture a guy saying to the girl, you know, if you did brown, but I chat to you, you know. And then I just turned it in. Yeah, I just turned into a story. Him say if me did brown, him would have chat to me and carry me go carry to watch a movie.
Yeah.
Him say brown, me need to get black. Him say me too brown.
Black. You're too black. You need to get brown.
Yes, you need to get brown. And so the story just developed, and then this gentleman gave me some music, and I just put the two together. It was just, I just felt it was just so beautiful on the rhythm. It just flowed, and so I just said, yeah, this is going to work together.
Yes, and you know.
Oh, so I have to big up Jarich. He's the producer for As He Made You. That song's called As He Made You by Jarich out of Boston from the Strictly Yard music label. Go and get it.
Yard. Okay, go and get it. Yeah, you know, this is one of the things I really like, and we've seen it in our previous guests as well, where we realize that serving God, it's not just about preaching certain things straight from the scripture. In other words, it's not just about reading the Bible and saying, well, Jesus Christ died, was buried, and rose again. Jesus Christ came into our reality, and everything about us must now be offered back to him. This is what true and complete worship is, as Dennis was mentioning earlier. You know, worship is acknowledging all of who God is with all of who we are.
Everything.
So the language, the physical persona, everything that we are is being, and I really like the way how you are dealing with these things, you know. And I want to really ask you other questions, but I don't want to put you on the spot. And then here, I haven't thought of that one in a long time, but what other issue have you touched? And do you have, since you have rededicated your life to Jesus Christ and have been walking with him, do you have any like songs about love?
Do I have any songs about love since lately? Wow, so much stuff now to reach back in there. You're right. You make me a deep down in there. I'm sure I do. I'm sure I do. I can't bring it to the surface right now. Most of it right now in poetry form lately.
Yes. Well, here's what I know for sure, that if you don't have it, it's going to now be niggling at you, and you are going to have
But
it.
I just do half an album. What's wrong with me? I just do half an album. I'm in process of completing, but I know you're going to get to that later. So
Yes,
yes, there's
yes.
stuff about love on my upcoming album. Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. And we're looking forward to all of the other stuff. I mean, there is just so much stuff. So,
Yeah.
last time I had a guest on, I was supposed to ask them how they came by the name. And is the next day I realized I forgot to ask them. I'm not going to make it happen again. So, K Vibes, Brick Rose, tell us.
Mhm. Okay, so as I said, I started off loving DJs, and both American DJs and Jamaican DJs like Stitchy. So I thought I wanted to be a DJ.
Yes.
So but I was like the singer. I just used to watch, but I told myself I was an artist. So I was like the singer, less singer, the DJ, less DJ. But I called myself Chatterbox, which was so radical. I wasn't saying nothing, you know. So it's like kind of like the guy Curly from Three Stooges who had no hair.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, this chatterbox thing is not going to work. But anyway, from listening to many hours of my favorite singers, Sanchez and so forth, that helped me to be able to fit anything on a rhythm.
Yeah.
And so that's how I started the singing process. And people would, no matter what was going on in the room, when I came there, the vibes kind of changed. So people would always keep telling me, I love your vibes, you know, hey system, I love your vibes. So that's how the K Vibes, I decided I wanted to keep it simple.
Yeah.
And the K Vibes just stuck. And then my first release, just before studio, when I had one release called Ragamuffin Soldier by Digital English. I think he used my government name. That was Karen Morrison. So actually my first was, my first release with K Vibes was out of studio one, which was a big thing to me, which to this day, that is my biggest song, and the song I'm mostly known in Europe for. So that's how K Vibes. And then I wanted to make a band, and I was trying to figure out the band, and then I was thinking about the Guns N' Roses, you know, that rock band. And then I said to this guy, I forget his name, Peter or whatever, and I was talking about the Brick Roses, and he's like, I ain't playing no band name, no Brick Roses. You know, it sounds kind of feminine. And then I started, by that time, I started doing a lot of parties. I was doing a lot of events. I was good at it. I started with my birthday, and then I started doing tributes, Dennis Brown, Studio One, and this boom, 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 Brick Rose Entertainment.
Jackie, me too.
Right, that's the last thing I did. The last entertainment project I did was out here in Jamaica for Jackie Matu, which was really big, and I loved doing it. It was great. Under Brick Rose Entertainment. So that's how the Brick Rose came in.
Okay, but what does Brick Rose mean?
Oh, Brick Rose. Brick Rose means strong woman, like you, like Denise, and all you women out there. A Brick Rose is a strong woman, because even though we are feminine, we still have to be strong. We still have to be firm and be woman and gentle at the same time while doing it. So I'm a Brick Rose. You're a Brick Rose.
Okay. You know? So yes. Brick Rose it is. Yeah. So now there is a special request. There is a special request for at least a piece of that song that you wrote. I have to say you wrote the song. All I wrote is the chorus, which is really just one word. And the first... I did not write the first verse.
Oh, true. Sing the first. Right.
And so people, let me tell you, I just wrote the chorus, which was woolly, 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 woolly. And then I came to Karen and I said, this needs to be a song. And the holy, holy, holy came out of Revelation chapter 4. So I sent Karen to read Revelation chapter 4 and to come up with some lyrics that use the Jamaican language. And of course, by the way, that was like a bingo rhythm, right? Holy, holy, holy. Yeah.
Hmm?
And Karen came up with some lyrics. All right, Karen, I'm gonna sing the first verse.
You don't
'Cause
have
you
it.
know, eh?
You don't have the song. You
Huh?
don't have it.
What, you
don't have
want me
the
to
part.
play it? You know,
Yes.
want me to do it live.
Can do it live afterwards. Can do it live afterwards.
Okay, so Karen,
Run the
we have a
track.
Yes.
no say. Hold on. Me no say. Denise, you come here
Yeah.
to mess me up, you know. Anyway, we're going to find it.
Oh, people who are listening, turn up Bono music now.
Oh no, stop down my selector. Go by.
Yes.
All right. Me put it in. Okay, see it here. And then now I am going to need to share my screen.
And the sound.
Share the screen and
What's
sound.
your DJ name? DJ Goff.
Wooly, wooly, wooly. Wooly, wooly, wooly.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Wooly, 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 wooly. Wooly, wooly, wooly. And the angels sing. Wooly, wooly, wooly. 24 elders cry. Wooly, wooly, wooly. 4 living creatures cry. Wooly, wooly, wooly. Come make the whole earth sing. Wooly, wooly, wooly. Angels sing to the one on the throne, bright and brilliant, like gemstone. 420 elders with crowns of gold give praise to the one circled by the rainbow. Oh, worthy is the Lamb to receive glory and honor for all eternity. Worthy is the Lamb to be praised. Death in conquer, through his blood we are saved. And we sing, woolly, woolly, woolly.
People can sing the chorus. I know. Chorus keys if you can.
Woolly, woolly, woolly. Make the whole of us sing. Woolly, woolly, woolly. Woolly, woolly, woolly. 24 elders cry. Woolly, woolly, woolly. 4 living creatures cry. Woolly, woolly. Come make the whole of us sing.
All right. Give me now.
There's something about the bended knee.
Yeah.
Trouble of it cool and Satan of it flee. Showers of blessing, goodness and mercy. Christian soldier in a God army. In Zion we no need fear, we're no khaki. The battle is won, we have victory. No more Gideon boot, for God bikini. The lamb of the lion, come fi set me free. Woolly, woolly, woolly. Woolly, woolly, woolly. 4 living creatures cry. Woolly, woolly, woolly. Like the wool of we sing. Woolly, woolly, woolly. Woolly, woolly, woolly. 24 elders cry. Woolly, woolly, woolly. 4 living creatures cry. Woolly, woolly. Like the wool of we sing. Woolly, woolly, woolly.
time. I needed that. I needed it. I needed it. I needed it.
Listen, this is why
Trust
me
me,
couldn't stop
man.
the song because me realized say I would be
Yes.
interrupting stuff.
God is good. God is good.
God is good. How?
Yes.
Tell us. I mean, you tell me already, but tell us the process. How did you come by all of these lyrics for this song?
Well, you told me Revelation 4,
Yes.
so I had to stick as close to the scripture as possible, and kind of me, but not really me. Not really me. It's Revelation chapter 4. That's what it is.
It's Revelation chapter 4 and is God through you. It's
Exactly.
God through you. And that is what has been happening throughout your life. Because even in those times when you felt like, boy, I can't stay in this space, it don't feel right, that
Yeah.
was, God has never left you. And this is it. He has purpose for each one of us. And boy, I mean, he has been, Rosie said, boy, if me love the music there one more time, you know? So now more people know this. And by the way, people, this song is called Holy, UOLI. If you look for Holy, you may find it. It is on Come Make We Worship 2, The Revelation, and you can find it. You can find it on well, it's there on YouTube. A lovely young friend of mine, Timothy Thomas, did the, you know Timothy? Yes.
I spoke to him online. Told him
Okay. He's the one who did that lyric video for us. And but the song is available on iTunes, on Amazon, on Google. You can stream it live on Deezer and Spotify. So, you know, you can go look for that one too. So tell me now, Karen, as we're winding down, where do you go from here? I'm hearing that you have book, you have play, you have poems, you have half an album gone already. Talk to us.
Yeah.
What is the next thing for you?
Well, you know, we're in this pandemic time right now, and I just want to complete my things and hope that they can go out there and encourage and shed light as they have. Even though I've written these things myself, my own works inspire me. On days when I feel down, I listen to plenty of people's music. Right now, I'm on to Claudia Isaki. That's who I'm listening to right now, every day.
Okay.
But sometimes I listen to something I wrote before and encourage myself, and I give God thanks. And then I also remember that you know, it's good to live what you sing. That's why I didn't want to be living contrary. And so as I try to encourage people, I should be encouraged.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So what's coming now beside the album? I'm working on with a gentleman named Solji. He does so many work for so many of the big artists. He's an excellent producer, engineer. So we're working on that album. We've gone 8 tracks. We're going to want to go to 12. The poem called Precious Waters. Boy, I don't know how it's all going to pan out, but I want to do a reading. You know, maybe, I don't know, maybe Denise can do some reading.
Oh,
yeah. And the book of poetry should be coming up. So I want to get that published.
Okay.
Yes. So that will have different things. Yes.
So in light of that, is there one poem that you would like to give to our viewers right now in terms of ministering it to our souls? Is there one poem that you could share with us?
All right, so I will read this one. It's called This Year Rhythm. And for those, most of you watching know that the rhythm is the same thing as music. We're in the rhythm, but in Jamaica we call it rhythm. And but this poem is called This Year Rhythm. And it goes like this. I was a rose among thorns in a garden of rhythm, dominated by men, ism and schisms. I was dub-wise, I make rhythm turn fool. Ride it like a jockey, me use it like a tool. Drum and bass was my friend, you couldn't chat to me, because without drum and bass, you never have no party. Then me hear a voice, say, give me the glory, and me will give you a rhythm me never give nobody. I no kumina, I no one drop, I no vanity, I no real rock, I no couscous, I no taxi, I no slang thing or cherry or baby. A rhythm made just for me. It no play upon turntable, laptop, nor CD. This year rhythm, it no play in a dance. And no buku yaga rhythm fi put you in a trance. I no kumina, I no one drop, I no vanity, I no real rock, I no couscous, I no taxi, I no slang thing or cherry or baby. This rhythm will make you wheel and come again. Make you go round the bend and tell all of your friends. Bigger than any evening news. Run, go spread it like Star and Gleaner. Bust this your rhythm pan every corner. I am the potter and you are the vessel. This are not dub plate. This are special. I no kumina. I no one drop. I no vanity. I no real rock. I no couscous. I no taxi. I no slang thing or cherry yo. Baby. So this is about the rhythm what God give me a new rhythm, a new song, new music, new style. And I'm just giving God all the thanks and all the glory and all the honor that is due back to his name, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Blessings. Yes.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. What a
Thank you.
note on which to wrap up this crucial conversation. Again, I want to say that I want to quote Malachi 3 verse 16, which says, those who feared the Lord spoke with each other, and a book of remembrance. And the Lord heard them, and a book of remembrance was opened. And for this reason, we need to continue to have these crucial conversations. It has been an absolute pleasure. And say, the conversation, them now go finish here. We're just taking it out of the public space, but we will continue to talk. Right, Denise? Where you say? Yes. So, I'm going to talk to the people on Facebook now and the people who are going to be watching this afterward on YouTube. And remember, by the way, I must tell you, if you want to not miss any of these crucial conversations, make sure to sign up on the KW Magazine page. There's a button there that says sign up on the KW Magazine Crucial Connections in Faith and Culture. And each week, I send out an update to say who we are going to be talking with the following week. And so you don't want to miss that. And of course, remember too that on ISOO, you can read all the previous versions, issues of the KW magazine. This was the first one. This was the one in which we had Karen on for 11 questions with KW. And then also, you can support this work by just downloading the PDF version on the link that Dana has put in the comments, and she may put it again now just in case somebody missed it. It's on Spur Open. We have an e-store on Spur Open, so you can do that. So now, as we close, may I beg God to bless you and keep you. May I beg him to smile upon you. May I beg him to show we him love, even though none of we no deserve it. And may I beg him to look upon you and go no in peace today and tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. uno what good, and one love.